star, not your plastic surgeon. But on a new MTV documentary series, plastic surgeons work hard to transform regular people who want to look exactly like their favorite celebrities. How common is this? Joining us this evening, Dr. Scot Glasberg. He's a board-certified plastic surgeon. Nice to see you. How common is this?
More common than you would think, actually. Patients come in routinely and we'll bring pictures with them of celebrities. Sometimes there'll be a family member that they want to look like.
But
or
they're
be
saying,
like.
I want J-Lo's nose, or are they saying, I want to be J-Lo?
Well, that's our job to sort of weed that out. If it's just a nose, it's okay. But when they want to be the person by the procedure, that's where the problems come in.
Who do people want to look like? Which celebrities?
Britney Spears, that's a common one.
What do they want from Britney?
A body, face to face.
Plastic surgery can't totally do that.
Pamela Anderson is another one.
I'm going to assume the breast from Pamela.
Absolutely.
That's probably more doable.
Absolutely. And believe it or not, men often come in and often has to look like Brad Pitt.
Okay, can you take a guy who walks in off the street and say, I can do enough plastic surgery to turn you, person X, into Brad Pitt?
No, and I won't do that. And actually, those are the patients who I usually won't operate on. Usually there's something ulterior behind their reasoning for wanting to do that, to impress someone else, to get a job that they think they can get just by having a procedure done.
You say you won't do it, but can any surgeon do it? I mean, can you literally take someone and make their face look totally different?
You can't make someone look like another person. You can improve features, you can change those features. You know, it's funny they call this reality TV because it's just not realistic to think that you can make someone look like someone else just by operating on them.
MTV says this is a documentary. They are not paying for people to have plastic surgery. They don't recruit people to get it done. These are people who, they basically follow people who want to do this. Is there any upside to showing this? Is there any upside to talking about it?
There is. There's education of the public about plastic surgery, and that's always a good thing. To hear about the procedures, to hear the risks, to hear about the safety issues, those are all important for the public to know. But unfortunately, the overwhelming theme of this show is to look like a celebrity, and unfortunately, it's just not a reality, and that's the problem.
Are these people mentally unstable?
I wouldn't go so far to say that, but clearly there are psychological components that these patients have that need to be addressed and need to be assessed. As plastic surgeons, people think of us simply as sort of cosmetologists, someone who can make you prettier. But in essence, any consultation with a patient needs to look at the psychological is going to have a procedure. And if it's a good reason, you know, to enhance your own body image and self-image, that's a good reason. But for other reasons, to look entirely like somebody else, usually there's something more behind that.
We don't have a ton of time, but I'm curious to know what happens when the patient gets all unwrapped from the bandages, and you know what, she looks good, but she's not J-Lo.
Well, that was the point I was going to make. That's a problem. And you have a really good aesthetic result and something that both the patient should be happy about and the surgeon can be happy about and help build on that relationship. But unfortunately, the end result is the patient's not happy because they're simply focusing on looking like someone else.
It is a strange phenomenon, isn't it? The new step in reality TV. Yes. Dr. Scot Glasberg, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in and illuminating some of this weirdness, I've got to call it, for you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thanks and good night. And thanks to all of you as well for joining us this evening. Larry King Live is up next. Have a great weekend. Paula's back on Monday.